first drill that we're going to be talking about here is the first progression of this segment here. More so it's going to be focused around technical issues on the serve. So we're going to get back to shadow swinging. Anytime that we're working on technique or working on the fundamentals, we always like to go back to the basics, you know, really find the general foundation first. So focus here. We're going to be shadow swinging with a ball in hand. You know, like a couple things that we're going to be focused on here is spacing from the hip, keeping that spacing from the hip, you know, getting some coil and then uncoiling, getting the hips, getting the belly button facing at the target, keeping those upper extremities quiet, and then just getting good extension as we let the ball go. Okay, I'm going to show you the technique preparation that I get into on my serve, and then Coach Kyle is going to show you his technique as well. My technique, I tend to rock back, add a little coil to a bit more advanced here, add a coil, and then also to exaggerate my loop, bring this around, and then get my weight going forward and serve into the box there. Okay, so it's going to look just like this. Okay, Coach Kyle, go ahead here.
Okay. So mine's a little bit of a different motion. I feel like I like to line up quite a bit behind the line and allow myself enough space to take 2 full steps. And that way, my logic is if I have that much forward momentum, I don't really need to do as much with my arm, and it forces me to make sure I'm getting my power from my legs. So I'm going to off-center my hips a little bit because I want to get my shoulders and hips rotation through the shot as well. And my indicator for lining up my left and right and keeping it straight is I want to finish with my belly button after I rotate through towards the target that I'm going for. So off-center the hips, stand back, belly button at the target. Okay.
So I'll serve again here. Okay, same thing. Kyle's obviously moving into his serve. I'm more of a platform server. Feet are still. Rotate. Okay.
Okay, same thing again.
Okay, and Coach Kyle, you obviously don't have a loop, correct?
I don't have a loop.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, you
Nope.
lay it straight down. So now we're going to add in a paddle.
Okay.
Okay, paddle, no ball. Okay. So same idea, lining up. I'm envisioning that I'm doing my routine here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, same thing here. Bounce the ball twice. Good, I like it. Okay guys, second drill here. I'm gonna be acting as the student. Coach Kyle's gonna be acting as the teacher here. So I'm gonna add variety in on the serve. More so, this is just serve practice for me. We obviously have the half court taped up there. So we have 2 different zones. We have the transition zone and then the short transition zone. So essentially I am mixing up a hard serve that is pretty aggressive, and then I'm going to mix up a floater or a lob serve that changes the rhythm, forces the returner to feel uncomfortable. Rock and roll.
So yeah, as the teacher here, I'm definitely getting a pretty good benefit, because as Tyson's is adjusting his types of serves, you'll see that I'm going to have to adjust my returning technique and get some good practice for each scenario as well.
Both sides are getting a benefit here. Okay, anytime we serve, obviously focus on your routine first. Okay, got my routine. Okay, very nice, very nice, very nice. Again, again, again. I'm gonna add in a loopy serve here. So as far as technique on the lob serve or on the loopy serve, you know, as I do my loop, I am more so getting under the ball, lifting up, but I would say that I'm really only touching the back 20%. So I'm not going through it. I'm more so going up it, and then as I go up it and hit the back 20%, that's gonna give me plenty of shape. Okay, ready here, back 20%, plenty of shape. Okay, you know, with that serve, I'm trying to get the point of contact up a little higher, force Kyle to feel uncomfortable. Hard serve, ready here, hard ball. Okay, beautiful. Okay, different hitting zone there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think as Tyson's focused more on speed and pace, the ball shape tends to be a little bit more linear. As the returner, if I'm facing a more aggressive server, with it being a little bit more linear, I'm going to adjust my take back. I don't want this big backswing, because it's going to be so much more difficult to get that appropriate contact point out in front. It's going to be really easy for me to be late. So I'm going to have a shorter take back, use more of my legs, and then still have that full follow through. Whereas if Tyson's serving slower, that change up off speed, higher serve, my contact point might be a little bit higher, and I'm going to want to adjust maybe a slightly bigger take back and all the way through. So I don't need to shorten my take back as much when he's serving deeper and slower, but especially when it's a hard, fast serve, you really don't need that big wind up. You can keep it more out in front and then just make sure you're following through.
Like it, lob serve here, getting a bit more under, touching the back 20%, low to high.
Take back.
Okay, good. Okay, hard serve here. Okay, using my legs, getting this full coil. Okay, getting my weight transfer going at the ball. Ready here, bounce the ball twice, open up my loop, coil, and then uncoil. Okay, what I've noticed that causes inconsistency when I serve aggressively, it's not so much hitting my spots, but more so going heavy and big or heavy and deep at my opponent's body. Now, this is probably a little situational. Lower levels, obviously, if you find a weaker side, we want to more so be, pinpoint at that particular side. Higher levels, if you find that both sides are pretty even, that's when you can, serve deep, but more so go at their body and force them to have to create space. I kid you not. I see a lot of unforced errors, and I see a lot of shorter replies in this scenario by trying to go, if I have a righty, I try to go at that righty's right hip and force them to really have to generate space. And when they do that, they're moving laterally, and so all their weight transfer is not going at the ball.
Yeah, so good returners know that they need to be working their way in, getting up and getting established. So by forcing them to slide to the side, they've got to then collect their weight and then go. So it's one where even if you aren't getting missed returns, you might be able to open up more options on your next shot if they're not as far in and established.
That's true, for sure. Yeah, I like it. Ready here, looper serve.
Okay.
Under.
So I'm creating more pace there. There you go.
Yeah, exactly, right. Anytime I give Kyle's pace, he's gonna be using it. Anytime I give him less pace, he's gonna have to generate his own. Okay, pace. Okay, had to take a half volley there.
Yeah, it was pretty good serve.
Nothing wrong with that.
Bigger take back.
Beautiful.